My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Aethermancer. Our build isn't. We're trying, because we previously had a build that was based around minions, and then that fell apart, unfortunately, after some very, very rude behavior by the warden. I don't want to overharp on it, but that warden was being real damn mean. Anyway, he can fix this. We can fix. I believe that we can fix this. Burn, tank, and affliction. Interesting. Burn, tank, and affliction. I think I have to replace Eloise. If I have a burn tank, Nyx, you don't even redirect to yourself, do you? Yeah, so I could build you as like burn damage. And then Hug Monster rather. You would be Fire Water, you would be Putrid Odor Shifted. Whenever burn triggers on this monster, enemies also take damage from it. Which, that's actually really good, because you have a free action, which means you can trigger burn in the middle of your turn on yourself. Okay. I'm gonna take the Shifted Hug Monster. Good lord, I can't stop replacing characters in this party. I'm just trying to find something that works. Hug Monster levels up twice. Shielded Torment. At the end of your turn, shield self for 2 for every debuff stack on it. Excuse me? Your debuff stacking on it? Shielded Torment. It does sound good. At the end of your turn, shield self for 2 for every debuff stack on it. Yeah. For every 5 Fire Ether consumed by allies, apply burn to all enemies. Admittedly, that is pretty good. But I'll be taking Shielded Torment. Lava Bolt. Consume all Fire Ether, deal +1 voice damage and 2 burn for each. Yeah. Burn Conversion. Consumes 2 burn among enemies as an additional cost to generate Fire Ether. He does damage to me, but I don't have a retaliate trigger, so I don't need to take damage for that to work. And it generates Fire Ether, which can be good for the party after we get another ability? Sure. I'll take that. This is the most Monster Souls I've ever spent. Hug Monster gains 2 experience straight off the bat. Cool, you're ready to level up again. Which is important, because your next aura could really help break this open. Give us a direction. Please give us a direction. Good lord, what I would do for a direction. If you told me to jump, I wouldn't ask how high. I would simply ascend to the moon. Give me direction. I operate well in those conditions. Right. Now, in terms of resources, experience, items, levels, all of these things, we are way behind the 8 ball because of the amount of things that we've lost. So I would not be surprised if we wipe really early. I'm just emotionally preparing myself for that possibility because it's an emotional possibility. Backup out staggers the top line, because we still don't really have a party together. That's the really big bad thing that's going on at the moment. We don't actually have a party. Usually by this point, you're waiting on like, one more aura to pull it all together, but you're already doing okay. This is not already doing okay. Chilling Trap. I mean, we're probably much better off taking out the book rather than letting the book attack. really wish it would show that things are getting redirected when that happens. I really wish it would show that. Okay, thank heck. Yeah, no one's shielding that character. It's dead. Whew. And I have been worried. Thank heck, there goes that book. Oh, perfect. I'll just attack the one that would do a redirect anyway. Although I guess I should have targeted the other one just so I could spend the redirect. And then honestly, the other one is just defending and has a retaliate trigger at the moment. I don't need to trigger any of that. I can just play. $20 shields for Hugmonster at the end of the turn. Perfect. If I can stagger that backline enemy before I have to do anything, I can... Oh. Oh no. I'm gonna give a chilling trap there to our bottom line so that I can heat, causing a bunch of burn damage to everyone. This Scald will do that again. And then you retaliate against me, causing you much more terror. And then, because you have burn on you, as soon as you start to use Ember, you will immediately stagger yourself for the turn. Can heal with Shriek. I do a lot of self-damage, which is fine. I can manage self-damage. That's not giving me too much corruption. Alright, let's look at Nyx's ability first. Burn Wave. Hey. Ooh, Wild Mark as well. Hey, a lot of these are actually quite good. Burn Wave. 3x5 fire against all enemies. Especially because this only costs fire. I'm very good at generating fire with burn conversion. Single fire generates 3 fire as a free action. And then this applies burn to all enemies. I think that's exactly the kind of thing that I really want. Also, Wild Mark applies redirect to a target ally. So we can push the redirect on someone else, which is pretty important. Hugmonster in particular. Would love to do stuff about that. And then on Retaliate, trigger a 2x4 wild damage attack against the enemy and apply 3 terror to them. That's going to make it very easy for me to continue stacking the dodge stuff, the Shadow Melt. I'll take it. All right, Matthew. Whenever an ally evades a hit, important, generate Wind Ether. If you have 5 or more Wind Ether, Wild Ether is generated instead. Triggers once per ally per turn. That's going to be a lot of ether for us. a lot of our targets get dodge, and the enemies also miss when they have terror as well. Nightmare, terror allocation +1. At the start of your turn, deal a wild damage hit with 9 damage to all enemies with 5 or more terror. Honestly, pretty likely to trigger. Haste. Dodge now only increases evasion by 12% per stack, but doesn't get consumed when attacked. After an ally's turn, they consume 5 stacks of dodge to reactivate their turn. I really do like the idea of that, but if I'm currently relying on dodge for survival, that becomes pretty dangerous. I think I should take Tailwind just so I have some additional health. Sorry, additional Ember generation, rather. Enkindled. On attack, consume 1 Fire Ether to deal a fire damage hit and apply 3 burn to the target enemy. Honestly, not bad. Rising Fire. Whenever burn triggers on an enemy, apply burn to the enemy with the lowest amount of burn. And for every 4 burn applied to enemies, generate Fire Ether. Especially because I didn't go with the heat wave. I don't think Kindle's the right option. I kind of want to go Rising Fire, but I don't think that's really relevant at all, the tiny amounts of burn that'll give. Give me Enkindled Ether. Let's try and use a ridiculous amount of fire. I have to take a soul from this lantern because I was literally out of monster souls. It's so embarrassing. It literally never happens to me, I swear. Yes. It's lovely talking to you as well. Thank you for all your teeth. So long. Throw an Aqua Pounce out there for a stagger. Fire Wind. Yeah, pretty much everyone else just wants to base attack the resources right now, I think. Admittedly, Wild Ritual's annoying, but it's probably going to be turn 3 before that Grimoire tries to do anything. I can manage that. Oh, you missed all those attacks, so you get a bunch of terror. Thanks, friend. And now that you have 3 terror on you, if I attack you, I get dodge. Thanks, friend. Consume some burn on enemies. Generate 3 fire ether. Do a bunch of burn damage to all enemies. Their bottom line is trying to mineralize, but good lord, they're doing AoE on both of them. Scald this bat to get some dodge. Well, realistically, there's no real preventing the damage, right? Certainly not enough of it. Oh my god, you missed with Lava Tide? That's just a lot of terror for you. That Mineralize doesn't even finish the book. You're going to be round 4 before you get to free attack. That's pretty terrifying. Gosh, if only I had an AoE attack right now. Oh! Pardon, I forgot about my AoE attack I have right now. I can stagger the book with a flurry, setting up an aqua pounce. So we'll do precisely that. Also your burn triggers because you got staggered. I don't know, maybe there is something to this party. I still feel pretty threatened about everything at all times. But maybe that's okay. We claim another victory. Another situation where another level gets us huge party progress. Shifted Domovoy over there, so that's gonna be something minions. 100% I can find something to do with that witch. When I'm changing build this much, absolutely I could use someone who helps me reroll something. Oh, I think that might be helpful, actually. Yes, please. Boiling soup, eh? I mean, that'll help me, I guess. Give me a couple burn stacks. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use Wild Mark. Yeah, that's the play this turn. Oh, that's so absolutely the play this turn. Everyone attacks the ooze. Redirect on the ooze. Thank you. Let's get Sunburn on a target enemy. All right, I'm ready to wild attack in response to all of you. There you go, score 3 terror. Here's yours. I don't want you to feel left out, so you can have 3 terror too. Can be 3x2 wind on top. We gain a bunch of dodge from responding to those enemies there. The Shared Torment is weird because it defends me against enemy attacks. On Hug Monster, the only thing that Hug Monster is dealing damage to themselves in the middle of the round, which is before it triggers. Makes it pretty dangerous. Oh, both of those other allies will die to their burn. Yeah, we're good here. Okay, everyone this turn is going to die to their burn. May as well finish you off as you can. Got him. And despite all the damage I took on Ooze, no worries. Alright, Nyx. Whenever an enemy gets attacked for the second time in a turn, triggers burn on them. Hug monster. Whenever burn triggers on this enemy, enemies also take a damage on it. That's not going to count as an attack, I don't imagine. Just gonna make it really difficult to trigger that. Recovery, Corruption Cleanse 2. At the start of your turn, if this monster heals itself equal to half of the damage it took last round. Admittedly, that would be really good on Hog Monster, just not on you. And Incorruptible, shield self for 4. If this straight triggers 3 times, cleanse 3 corruption from self. I really don't like that either. I'm gonna take Recovery. I'm not happy about it. Lightning Charge, sorry. 3/6 fire wind against target enemy. If the enemy has burn, apply dodge to all allies. Otherwise, apply 3 burn. Great kind of move for this party, I think. Given the pace of that last fight, I do think we are probably in for a very rude surprise halfway through a fight where Hug Monster dies, and then it's just like, oh no, we're screwed. God, I really want the Witch, but also offering me a fire, water, or a wind ether literally is huge. Is it huge? I used to be much better at generating energy. Am I still decent at generating it? I'm still decent at generating energy. No, I'm gonna go to Lily. I need someone to save my run. And Lily, you are the only person capable of doing kind of thing like that. Whenever an ally evades a hit, yeah, that happens. Blind, yeah. Shadow Meld, realistically, recovery is pretty bad. And Enkindled Ether is fine. I'm gonna re-roll the one we just... Oh, God. I have another Monster Soul just in case you show me exactly what I need, and that ain't it. That ain't it. Oh, boy. We'll re-roll the trait. It is a trait of Nyx. It is recovery. For every 3 fire ether consumed by allies, apply burn to all enemies. Or on retaliate, generate random ether. Good lord. We use a lot of fire ether. We do. Hug Monster is using at least 2 a turn. You're using at least 1 a turn, so that's already burn to all enemies. And I do have benefits for having burn on enemies. I'm coming to terms behind the scenes with the fact that it really feels like we're gonna have a tough time this floor. Hell yeah. Immediately triggered my own retaliate with heat there, which caused 5 terror to an enemy, which now I can attack you in order to get some dodge. Although I get dodge on the character that doesn't yet have any. Oh, Enkindled Ether gives us the ability to consume more of our fire very quickly. Sounds good to me. burn conversion to gain. I really want a firebolt at this point. I am getting a lot of fire ether quite quickly now. I'm gonna go with Chilling Trap again as our terror setup on enemies. Maybe there's something to Enkindled Ether, actually. Focus on the one doing AoE damage here. Additional burn for everyone, and then additional damage. £4 is pretty much exactly the stagger we're looking for. I don't need to redirect this enemy? I theoretically could. I don't really need to, though. Despite spending as much fire energy as I possibly can, because I don't have very high cost fire things, we're fine. Charge for some dodge on all allies. I don't need to play this fast. This enemy's only gonna get to attack once this turn, and then we'll just watch you die next turn. I'm fine dealing damage to myself if I know the turn's gonna end, or rather the fight's gonna end pretty quickly. I will say, we are now stacking it up with Enkindled. We're doing enough burn to enemies that it's probably worth adding the second time an enemy is attacked in a turn. It triggers burn. Flash burn applies 3 burn to target enemy as a free action. Given that burn conversion and heat are fine free actions, but I don't need them a lot of the time, maybe. Alchemical charge 3x4 water fire against target enemy, purge to enemy ether if the enemy has burn. Having some access to purge is nice. Thorns retaliate. Maybe having some access to ether is too nice to turn down. I do like flash burn though. I'm gonna take alchemical charge, I think, actually. Oh, convert the first hit of each attack to wild damage, and on hit, 15% chance to apply terror. Interesting. I mean, I'll take it because I had nothing else, but I don't really see how that's gonna help me that much. Oh no, I don't even have a monster to offer. So often I come to those altars and I look at them like, well, is this ever really necessary in the early game until I'm about to go to a boss or something like that? Here it is. We're behind the 8 ball and it's definitely necessary right now. If I could have gotten it. Unfortunately, I can't. Alas. I really want Earth Ether right now. If I had 2 Earth Ether, I could do Wild Mark and Chilling Trap, both on the same target, and then let everyone attack and get retaliates. God, I would love to do that. Nice. Some burn out on the field. And I'll still use Wild Mark. Unfortunately, it does mean we're going to be... Yeah. Oh my god! That lava soup just did... What? Is that normal? Is that supposed to happen? That was way too much damage that just did. Oh, do I survive this? Nope. God. I honestly just thought there's no way they're doing that much damage in a single turn. I'm even healing in between the steps. So their Domovoy with Boiling Soup, 2x9. How did it do so much more than that? Was it not more than that? What? Oh. Domovoy has hit +1 and damage +4. Which means that you hit for, because the Lava Soup is used, Lava Soup? No, it wasn't even Lava Soup you were using. It was Boiling Soup. Although Lava Soup would be even more ridiculous. Boiling Soup hits for 2x5 by base. So it was 2x9, and then an additional 2 damage hit, which also gets 4 more damage for another 6 damage on top of that. 24 damage, half of the HP immediately. I'm terrified right now. This is about as bad as this goes. Let me hit you with an alchemical charge. Purge the enemy actions as well. I'm gonna give a Wild Mark to myself. And dodge through your stuff. Unfortunately, you're not gaining additional terror due to missing that action, because we do not have Matthew on the field anymore. And I don't even have another Monster Soul, so I literally can't summon another one. Oh boy. Yeah, this... I fear quite deeply this is about to become extreme attrition and a sudden loss. Well, no worries. It seems like it's actually going to be quite quick. I will try and take all precautions I possibly can, but I think we all know pretty well where this ends up. Unfortunately. We're gonna get thrown on a scrap heap. Alright. I managed to prevent one action. It's... boy. Okay, I can very easily take out Doma Boy. No problem. And I almost certainly very easily die against the remaining Mephisto's AoE attack this turn. Redirect doesn't do anything here, it just causes the retaliate. I guess I'll go towards the stagger. A lot of damage on my Boyd. 2 and 3 health when we survive this fight. Oh, that probably bodes well for the future. Oh, my heart breaks. I want to do this run again, but I want to do it, I want to do the version of it that doesn't suck. The version of it that got so improperly pruned by the enemies. On support action, heal allies with the lowest health by 5. Neat. Burn damage +1. Neat. Power chance plus... yeah, sure. Oh, great piece of equipment. That's going to be really helpful. For as long as I'm alive, that will be very helpful to me. I was trying to sneak past him. It's also worth noting, obviously, if I just start leaving floors without, you know, getting experience and stuff like that, I will also definitely lose. So yes, I could have left this floor to guarantee that I lose. Yeah, I mean, Wild Mark. Oh, do I get to take 2 actions with my ooze because of this? Is that like a little balancing thing they're doing? Nope. No, it just shows the ooze as 2 entries, including one that can't take damage on my board. Oh boy. You kidding me? They do so much damage. Well, hey, at least I still have my ooze. Huh. Let's get him, buddy. What do you mean you want me to concede? Not until you have died for the cause, hug monster. I will say, with the 20 shielding you're getting at the end of each turn, pretty good. Pretty good character. Maybe I shall build around you directly in the future. For the moment, though. Oh, gosh. Sure. I'll disable a big move. There we go. Actually, I could have staggered that one anyway. Trust me when I say, I'm not getting out of this fight. I got 13 burn on me. If I use anything but a basic attack, I have to take damage to my burn. Oh, thank you for more burn. It's actually really helpful. Enables me to do damage to you. and then die immediately as a result of having done damage to you. There's that monster flask. Support action, heal the ally with low self. Neat. This outgoing charge, and then the ensuing rather, AoE. Pops those enemies down there, perfect. Ooh, we're gonna be going on with just one ooze after this fight, it looks like. Although, granted, if I use any move whatsoever, I will lose. So, grab some additional health there, giving me possibly the ability to attack you, but I also still shouldn't. Gosh, that's a lot of burn. So yeah, my best outcome here is just attack you every turn to give you some additional burn. I can do it! I can make it through this fight! Take out the enemy and myself at the same time. Alright, and here we are. We've taken out that Domovoid. It really feels like there should be some sort of pity system, perhaps. On support action, cleanse 2 deep. You do not want to cleanse debuffs from yourself. I'm so sorry, buddy. Debuffs deal 1 less damage against allies. That's pretty good, but you don't want to cleanse debuffs against yourself, and you definitely do need to heal yourself right now. It's part of how you were still alive, even at that point. Even if I had a monster soul, I really could not afford to offer it there. Same. Sure, maybe the merchant can give me a monster soul and I can use that monster soul to regenerate a character immediately and then win the fight somehow. There's the monster soul, yay. It's hilarious. It's exactly what I deserve. Welcome back. Welcome back. I forsook you and you forsook me in return. Yeah, let's give you the ability to have an additional minion. And heals target ally 2x2, apply 2 essence, the minion's attached to the target ally free action. That's going to be a really good way for you to keep your minions alive and keep them doing damage consistently. It's pretty good. On action from an allied minion, consume an essence from that minion to heal its shielded. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh! Oh, no, I don't even have Terra application anymore. Yeah, my Terra application disappeared when when my Nosferatu and Bird did. All right, Protective Servitude. Let's take that. Why not? Summon Wisp. Hello. Wisp with 5 essence on target ally. It is a shield generator +2. Does 1/5 fire water to a target enemy, and has 1 additional damage for each stack of age. Not bad. I really don't feel like I have enough control over Ember to really be able to take that, but also, like, let's recognize at this point, I don't have enough control over anything to take anything at this point. this run has been over for a while. I'm just watching the credits scene at the moment. Hey, Hug Monster, do you want to level up? Thanks. Age of Fire. Hello. Gain aging for every 2 age. Apply burn stacks to the enemies equal to half the amount of age stacks on this monster. Why not? Yep. It's an occult ritual. I can't use it for the rebirth at the moment. I am going to collect all of the stuff I can. Great. All right, buddy. It's just you and me. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Well, at least he chose something I'm not capable of even interacting with. Purge your ether to prevent you from applying some burn. Maybe I'll steal your ether instead. So I might be able to use it. Nope, I got the water from you instead. Great. I'm gonna really want to start summoning minions, so... Oh no, that generated and then consumed the same fire ether. I couldn't even generate a minion. It's all good. We're gonna be fine. Oh great, as long as I don't use any fire actions this turn. It's Hexing Heart. Your ability to use either of those off of you gets screwed. And then just a sweet little basic attack. If I manage to get through this fight, and I will try my hardest, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm not going to understand anything about the world anymore. Sure, generate all that additional fire ether, please. Alchemical charge for a double purge, which... That double purge has been coming in clutch constantly. You summon mastery. Yeah, you can have a second minion. But right now, you need to do the heal. Otherwise, your minion will disappear. And we'll also now summon the Wisp. Oh, that's interesting. If a minion has only one essence and we use it, and then its use triggers, like, lose another essence and heal and shield, it can go into negative essence in order to trigger that. With only one essence left, it can both attack and heal and shield us. Sick. I get some really good damage from Wisps against this enemy. I'll use a Fortify as a free action just to get this Wisp to attack for free. Some additional healing, some additional shielding, and then I'll throw another Wisp on the field. Both of them attack and heal and shields. All for free. Unfortunately, the enemy has too much ether to be able to prevent them from taking any of their actions, which terrifies me. I'm going to reactivate Dark Elder. Then I'm going to fortify myself. Perfect. Because I'm going to be the target of the main damage coming in here. Then I'll sack my lowest. For some healing and shielding. Oh, and some terror on the enemy. That's relevant too. And then I really do want to scald you. It's so much poise. And last surge, big OE. Nice. Icy Assault literally... I had full shield, full heal on that Dark Elder, and yet that hit... I mean, obviously, like, purge to prevent the enemy from using those hits, right? That's the argument in response. But also, like, damn. Full shielding. Fully healed creature. It had generated so much shield that turn. And then just gets wiped. This enemy only even has 5 strength. Ugh. I'm gonna have to cleanse 5 debuffs from myself. I can't let myself burn this much. I mean, there's no amount of HP where I'm gonna be okay, unfortunately. I don't even have the ability to reactivate target monster. I'll Hexing Harp so you can't use your big action. I don't want to trigger 2 actions per turn because I take more to my burn damage than you take to my burn damage. As an amount of our health, at least. We have been freed from this mortal coil! Good lord. Ugh. Ugh. Look at all the swaps! God damn it! And just to note, none of this needed to happen if Walper's revival didn't get triggered so early. No, it wasn't Walper's revival. Whose revival was triggered super early? Oh, it might have actually been Lotta. But if that revival wasn't triggered as early as it was, then Amit would have survived the Warden fight, and then we would have been able to go into the next area with all of our characters. Ugh. Ugh. I want to run that run so bad. I'm gonna have to settle for doing that at the top of the next episode. It was all just about to come together as well. It's fine, we can find a new direction on it, perhaps with Domovoy as the lead. In the next episode. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Aethermancer. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add a rob the thank you and a special thanks this episode to Seamus. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.